took some time off. We know why. You wanted to rest after the knockout, understandably so. We know the story, but give me an idea, like, once you got back in there, got back into training, got back into grind, any changes, any hesitation, any feeling? What was it like getting back in there?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, it's always in the back of your head. You know, I've been fighting since I was 15 years old, over 20 years. And it's always in the back of your head, you know, what does it feel like to be knocked out? Now I know it's not that bad. You just wake up in the back, you know. But obviously we don't want that to happen again. Everybody wants to win a fight, but I'm not afraid of it, where a lot of guys are, you know. I took some time off, did everything I needed to do to make sure I was ready for this fight, mentally, emotionally. We did all the tests that you can think of to make sure that I was ready. So I'm confident, man. I wasn't hesitating at all to step back in the gym and start sparring or anything. So actually, I was itching at the bits to get back out there and do it again as soon as possible. It lit a fire in me for sure.
I bet. I remember after it, you know, you broke it down pretty well, what the technical mistake was, what happened. I mean, do you just chalk it up as to a momentary mistake, or do you feel like you've got to change things, whether it be, you know, your style, your approach, anything? I mean, does it affect any change in your game?
No, not at all. I mean, yeah, for a little while there, I wondered why I didn't see that punch coming. Normally, I see those. You know, why did I not see it coming? But if you sit there and dwell on it, it can definitely affect you in a negative way. So I went back, I watched the fight, we broke it down with my pops and my coaches. We knew exactly what happened. Hit him with a side kick, and my foot glanced off the side and it squared me up to him. And when he bounced off the cage, something I didn't expect, I just didn't move back in time and not far enough, wasn't in a good position to do so. So being out there, which goes to show what makes this game so exciting, you have to be in good position and on point at every moment in that fight. One little mistake, your opponent can take advantage of it. As you saw my last fight, Anthony Pettis sure did, man. So, you know, just making sure out in the octagon, making sure I'm in good position at all times, and making sure I'm focused at all times is what I need to do.
You're coming back to a big fight, obviously a great fight with Vicente Luque. I mean, he basically, I don't want to say called you out, but he asked for you. I just wonder what that's like when somebody's calling your name. Do you get a little offended, or like, hey, why is this guy calling me?
Not me, man. I think it's really cool. I mean, it goes to show that you're still important in this division. You know, after that, my losses with Till and Tyron, and then Pettis. You know, you start to think like, man, I'm going to be forgotten here pretty soon, because it's crazy how fast. You know, I was ranked number 1, how fast you can drop, you know, until I'm ranked number 8 right now. So I thought it was pretty cool, man. I mean, I was in his situation for, you know, at one point, trying to work my way up the division. You know, I don't think I was even ranked when I got the fight with Johnny Hendricks. And next thing I know, I'm fighting for the title. So, you know, he's working his way up. He's doing what he needs to do and calling out the guys that he needs to be calling out to work his way up. But I'm here to keep my spot and to tell him no, man. I'm staying, brother. I'm staying at the top of this division.
What do you think about him as a fighter? Because he's got an impressive record. He doesn't seem to have a lot of hype around him, kind of flying under the radar a little bit. But what do you think of his game?
Dude, I don't understand why he doesn't, because the guy's got some great knockouts. He's fought some really good guys. He's on a 6-fight winning streak, like you said, kind of like a Dutch kickboxer type style, but good everywhere. It's almost like I've fought him before in Masvidal, like very similar styles. Good everywhere, good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu. But you know, with guys like that, you know, you got to be ready everywhere. But I feel that he's going to want to keep this fight standing, so I don't mind that at all.
That should be fun. You're known for your positivity, obviously, but you mentioned the setbacks that you had. Then your buddy Weidman has a setback the other day. I mean, has it been tough, around the clan to keep the emotions in check and positive? You
know what? We're all there for each other for sure. You know, I talked to him right after the fight. He's in Hawaii right now, living it up with his family, just relaxing. But like you said, man, you know, he's got good people around him. We both do, to bring you back up from those losses and those negative situations. So he was there for me in the back after I got knocked out. And I'm there for him, man. He called me recently, just wondering how I'm doing. So, everything's good, man. Yeah, everything's good. We know stuff like this is bound to happen. We just gotta keep pushing forward and not let it affect us.
Yeah, no question. Well, you said, dude, this is a big fight. It's on a big stage. What are the goals here? Do you feel like you could go out and make a statement? You said things can turn so quickly in this. Are you feeling like there's still a title run in you, that there's that kind of stuff, or is this more about just getting in there, feeling confident, feeling comfortable? What's the goals here?
Man, for me, I want to be the best fighter in the world. That title is still in still right there in the forefront of my brain. You know, I know I can win. I know I can fight for the title again here soon. And like I said, with a good win over Vicente Luque, I could be there very soon. You know, after a few fights, boom, I could be headlining my BMF belt. You never know, or nicest MF belt. I don't know what you call it, but it was funny because me and Max Holloway were going back and forth on Twitter about that. It was pretty fun, man. It was cool.
I like that a lot, man. I think they should roll out the nicest MF title.
Right?
You should be in there somewhere, right?
Exactly. Somewhere.
Well, I think you said that you might want to keep this on the feet. I mean, when you play this one out in your head, what do you think? Because on paper, it looks like it could be a lot of fun. Is this going to be a stand-up war?
Oh, it's going to be a stand-up war. Of course, it's not. There's always some part of me thinking at some point in time he's going to be wanting to shoot for my legs, at least to get me up against the fence to try and tire my arms out like you've seen other fighters do in the past. So I'm ready for wherever, man. I think he's going to want to try and make a statement, try and knock me out, and work his way up the ladder. Keep the fight standing, so I'm excited for that. You know, I love those stand-up fights, and it's been a while since I think my last 3-round, 5-minute round fight was George Masvidal, 2 years, 2017. So, I love the 5-minute round fights, but those 3 rounds I can go all day. Tireless, baby. I'm tireless.